So I'm going to show you how to make your pewter mould using 2D design. So on the Technology Firefly page, you'll click on Year 7, Pewter Casting, scroll down and download the template. It'll open up at the bottom of your screen. You just need to click on it and it'll open like so. So we'll follow this instruction here. First, save this as your name in your class folder in student areas. So File, Save As, Student Areas, Design Technology, Year 7, find your class, save it as your name, and put pewter next to it, as your box files may already be there, and press Save. So what you have is this rectangle here, and this is going to be the maximum size of your pewter casting mould. The red means that it will cut out, and the green is just your parameters. So whatever shape you put in here, we don't want to go any closer to the edge because it will affect the quality of the mould. So you've been set a brief by your teacher and you would have created some designs. My design is inspired by nature. So I am doing a little ladybird sitting on a leaf. So for that I've searched up images of leaves, and just to show you what comes up initially is things like this. And actually none of them will work that well. So if you change it to something like drawing or outline, you'll find some far more suitable options, and then you can just find the leaf that you would like. So this one will be no good because it has a checkerboard background. However, this one will be absolutely ideal. So I'm just going to copy it and paste it in. I'm now going to resize my file so it's clearer for me to see, and I'm going to spin it round like this. I'm just going to make sure it's a good size. Yep, lovely. Okay, so the reason I put it round that way is because you do have to bear in mind that you will be pouring molten pewter into this mould. And it's going to get to its furthest point by just sort of very slowly dripping down. So having it like this means that it will flow a lot easier. Okay, if it's too narrow at the bottom, it might sort of get stuck. So this is a good way round to do it. So now what we need to do is we need to vectorize the image. So we're just going to go bitmaps, vectorize, and click on it. Then you go to monochrome. You can adjust this if you need to, and actually I don't need the line down the middle, so it's fine to have it like that. Then what I'm going to do is select my item again, and I might just do a little bit more tweaking. It is quite narrow down at this point, so I need to sort of bear in mind that the pewter may not quite get down there, but I'm otherwise very happy with the shape. Now, as I mentioned earlier, red means cutting out, so I need this to be cut out. So what I do is I go to contour and I go to the second one along. And I'm just going to change this 5 to 1 because it means that it will be more precise, and press OK. So I'm now going to select those lines, okay, and it normally comes up as a bit of a double line. So then if I go to Edit and Explode, press Continue, I can delete that line in the center. And then what I'm going to do is click on my outside line and change that up here to red. So at this point I could now delete this part in here. But it might be that you decide that you would like to have details from this engraved onto your pewter piece. So you can just delete, save, stop at this point if you just want a very simple outline cast in pewter. You may, however, want to have something with a little bit more detail. So in that case, I've just pressed undo. I'm going to select all of this, use the copy box at the bottom, and then the flip here. And I'm just going to move those so that they are side by side. So what I'm going to do here, on this side, so this side will be my blank. I'm going to have that like that now. So it will just cut out that shape. And then I'm going to delete the opposite line on the other piece. So what will then happen is these will be sandwiched together and the molten pewter will be poured in and it will cast the detail that I have engraved on the surface here. Now you may want to have something else going on in there, so I mentioned my ladybird idea. So again, I'm going to try and find myself a nice ladybird outline that I can take for my work. So this one's brilliant. And again, it's the same steps as before: bitmaps, vectorize, monochrome, adjust, OK, and OK. If you end up like this one with the bits at the bottom that you don't want, you now need to worry about it, and it's worth doing this before you put it perfectly sized into your mold, because what you will use is the clip to lasso or clip to box. So clip to lasso, you're literally going to draw around the bits that you don't want, right click at the end, clip outside, no, clip inside, and that deletes all of that for you. So then you can resize and pop that in there. So I will have a little ladybird sat on my leaf. Your teacher would have shown you examples of how this will look. The final thing that we need to add is our sprue. So we do that by using the line tool. So you just decide where the top of your mould is and you draw like a V shape. So from your design to the top. And again, we need to change these to red. Line, colour, red. Okay. So there you have it. This is what you need to do to create your pewter cast mould using 2D design. Make sure you save regularly, and we look forward to seeing what you come up with. Good luck!